Okay, did you see it? Reports of strange lights in the sky have the internet abuzz tonight. The long, thin, white line of lights were reported here in Romulus and Grosse Pointe, even as far away as Pittsburgh and Chicago.
All right, so here's what some experts are thinking about. Meteor activity picks up a bit during April as it becomes active during this time of the month. However, it could also be the new batch of Starlink satellites launched into space earlier today. So definitely not Captain Kirk and Starship Enterprise, right, Rich?
Yeah, what about Martians?
Martian? Look at him. Here he goes.
That's what I call a close encounter. More than likely, it's something burning up. That's what it looked like to me there.
So that's the excuse that the heathens have given on what that was at least a year ago. That's the best they could come up with. Satellites, burning debris. Hold on.
Activity picks up a bit during April as it becomes active during this time of
Meteorites?
the month. However, it could also be the new batch of Starlink satellites launched into space earlier today. So definitely not Captain Kirk and Starship Enterprise, right, Rich?
Yeah, what about Martians?
Martian? Look at him. Here he goes.
That's what I call a close encounter. More than likely, it's something burning up. That's what it looked like to me there. But a lot of people did see it through Ontario, Ohio, Pennsylvania, out around Chicago as well.
Now, this is what the seed of Shem says. His opinion is what it could be. All right? Tell me which one you're going to go with. Let's see. Yo, you seen this today? Yep. May 4th. I seen these lines of stars on February 12th, 2023 around 6:45 p.m. And then again the next night at February 13th, 2023 around 6:59. Let's see here. And then I got to wondering, like, man, is it in the scriptures anywhere? And when I got to Enoch and seen this, let's see. Book of Enoch. Let's see, 88, 3, verse 3. And as I looked in the vision, behold, one of these four who had came out, cast a line from heaven, and gathered and took all the large stars, those whose private parts were like the private parts of horses. Is that a phallic symbol or a joke? And bound them all by their hands and their feet, and threw them into a chasm of the earth. Now let's look at this. Look at this. We'll look at chasm. The etymology of chasm. And this is where I think we're going to find that if it is the sky, it's going to be right here. All right. But let's get the whole thing.
1590s, deep crack in the earth, from Latin chasma, from Greek chasma, yawning hollow, gulf, related to cascane, to yawn, and thus to chaos. In English in 17c, often spelled chasma, figurative use, in reference to a great interruption or wide breach of any kind, is from 1640s. Related, chasme, 1786, Chasmal, 1842, Pope, Chasmic, 1885. The Bloody Chasm, 1868, was an old rhetorical phrase for the American Civil War.
So, wide breach of any kind. That's where I'm wondering, would that fit? If that is the case. The sky. The below the firmament. That's what I'm wondering. So, pause it. So I asked you, who sounds more like they're giving you a real explanation of what it is? Kobe Underwood here, or the heathens on the news networks that are controlled? I'm sorry, how would you say it? They work on the behalf of Freemasons. Because I want to control, I don't think is the right word, because they still have the right, they still have the ability to say yes or no, or I'm not going to say that, and they go along with it anyways. So they know what they're doing. They're willing participants. So that's the best I've found, response, reply, or anything to what I had seen. So thank you, Kobe, Mr. Kobe.